Hello, everybody. I'm Jackie K. Cooper here with
Amber Howell.
and it's Tell All Tuesday.
That's right.
And this is a record
It is.
for you seeing a movie for every week for the last 3 weeks.
I think so, because I saw We Live in Time, Heretic,
Yeah.
and then I saw Wicked this past weekend, which I loved. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah. But and because we're going to talk about it, if you haven't seen it, wait until you've seen it and then come back and watch us.
Yes.
Because we're going to be talking about different things in it that might be surprises for you.
Right.
But
yeah. Spoilers ahead.
Wicked was one of the most popular plays ever run on Broadway.
Right.
Starred Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel as Glinda, the Good Witch, and Elphaba, the Bad Witch.
Right.
Menzel won a Tony for her performance in that.
Okay. And they were on Broadway in the early 2000s or the 90s?
It has been running for like 20 years, so it was early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, and it's still running.
Still running.
You can get to New York and see it.
I'm trying to go for a weekend and see it. I would
Just
love
a little
to do
jaunt
that.
up to New York.
Yeah, just hop on a plane, see the show.
I saw it in Atlanta at the Fox, and the staging was wonderful. And I can't even remember who was in it, but they were great. The voices were great. And in the film, it's Ariana Grande.
Yes.
And Cynthia Erivo.
Erivo,
And I keep wanting to call her Erico.
Yeah.
But Erivo and Ariana Grande, who is a big star.
She's a big star. She's a big pop singer. Did you know that? You knew that.
I knew that, but I don't know anything. She's like I am with Taylor Swift.
You don't know much of her stuff.
I don't know her songs.
Yeah.
What's her biggest song?
Oh goodness. Thank You Next. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Okay. That one was like really big a couple of years ago. You probably wouldn't know any of her songs. She was on the Nickelodeon show Victorious. Ever heard of that?
There was a Nickelodeon show.
Victorious, yeah. It was really funny.
Okay, was she the star?
No.
Oh.
No.
Because it's like she was just plucked out of obscurity to play Glinda.
I think the whole thing is like she's grown up in the celebrity world since like she was very young. I think Kristen Chenoweth, like after one of the first few shows of Wicked on Broadway, Ariana Grande was like, they tell the story all the time in the press interviews, but Ariana Grande went
I'm actually familiar with this.
Yeah, went to her dressing room and was like, she was like something like, I want to be you.
When I grow up, I want to play Glinda.
Right. And she was like, you can.
And Kristen Chenoweth has, of course, Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel are in the movie.
Yes, they are. That was like the big the big surprise for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'm not in the Wicked world. Some people are like diehard Wicked fans. I've never seen the Broadway show. Honestly, didn't really even know the story behind it. But I knew when I saw Kristen and Idina on the screen that they were the OGs. And everybody in the theater.
For those my age, what is the OGs? The old goats or something?
No.
What?
The OG literally stands for original gangster, I think. But it means like the first. The OG.
I really thought it was old goat.
No, Jackie. Good try though. We need an updated slang term video.
Of course, goat means greatest of all time.
It does. It does.
I knew that.
Good job.
Well, anyway, everybody wanted the movie to be made immediately after the show opened so it would have Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel.
Right.
And it didn't get made, and it didn't get made, and it didn't get made. And since it's about two girls who are in college or high school.
Right, college.
College. They aged themselves out of the roles.
Right.
So then, all of a sudden, after 20 years, they said, we're making the movie. And what they did was and I wonder how many people even know this, but they filmed the film, and when they were filming it, John Chu, who directed it, said, I can't do this in 2 hours or 3 hours. It's going to take more than that. So they made it 2 movies.
Yeah.
Wicked 1, which is out now.
Right.
And then next Thanksgiving.
1 whole year.
Thanksgiving 2025.
Crazy. Come on.
I can make it. I can make it. But Wicked 2 will be out.
Right.
The second part of the movie. And at the end of Wicked, it just says, to be continued.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder how many people are saying, what?
Because a lot of people may not know that
That's
it
what
was
I'm
a two-part
saying.
movie. Yeah.
Unless you're in on this stuff, you wouldn't know
You
that.
wouldn't know.
You know.
True. Yeah. Yeah, the only reason I knew it was 2 parts was because of you.
Well, I will say this, though. I think they picked a great place to end the first
I
one.
do too.
It felt complete.
It did. I thought it was wonderful and it was powerful at the end. It was like a
Yes.
great, like, big, powerful moment at the end to conclude the first half.
And one of the songs from Wicked is popular.
I've been singing it
And
all
you wrote
week.
me and you said, it's in my head, it's in my head.
I can't stop singing it. That little, like, what do you call it? In the middle of she, like, does an influx on her voice. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, well, listen to the song and you'll know. I've had that specific...
Influx of her voice.
It's like, it goes up. You know?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Popular.
Yeah, that little, like, jump in the word popular. You know what I'm talking about? I've had that specific part stuck in my head.
I did. Have you ever heard Idina Menzel sing Defying Gravity?
Yes.
At the end, she goes, oh.
Yeah, like way up there.
I noticed
Powerful.
that Cynthia Erivo did not do that.
She
hit
did it
notes, but
differently.
she didn't take it up to that point.
Yeah.
that Idina Menzel did.
Right. And Idina Menzel is Elsa in Frozen.
Yes, she sang Elsa in Frozen, and she's got a new play opening on Broadway.
Does she really?
In February.
What?
Redwood. It's an original musical.
Huh. I would love
How
to see
about
her on
that?
Broadway. That'd be cool.
Would that not be cool?
I gotta go to New York, Jackie.
I'm telling you.
Weekend trip.
But yeah, and I can't wait to hear the soundtrack because I love her voice.
Yeah, she has a good voice.
You know, I loved her voice in Frozen too.
Mm-hmm. How old is she now? Do you know?
Late 30s, early 40s.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because Kristen Chenoweth is in her 50s now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, big Kristen Chenoweth fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know how she got her start?
No.
She was on Broadway.
Uh-huh.
And she got cast in Your Good Man, Charlie Brown.
Oh, really?
And she played Charlie Brown's little sister.
Oh, that's
I think
funny.
his name
So
was
she's been
Sally.
on Broadway for years.
She's been forever.
Like, she had to have been a child on Broadway, or no?
Well, I think she was in her
Teens?
early teens, late early 20s. She's in her 50s now, so 30-year career.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Long time to be on Broadway.
Yeah.
What a cool career.
Yeah. Yeah. But I like the movie. I like the movie a lot. You loved
I did.
the
I
movie.
loved it. I thought it was great.
I don't know. I thought, just give me just a little bit more magic.
Yeah, because you said that when you saw it
That's on stage.
on stage, it was magical.
Yes.
And you wanted it to reach that same level, and it didn't.
And I thought Michelle Yeoh and Jeff Goldblum were weak.
That would be Madame Morrible
and the
Wizard.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't really stand out to me.
They didn't to me either.
No.
And on Broadway, Joel Grey played the Wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a really great song.
Uh-huh.
And Jeff Goldblum did like one bar of one song.
Yeah, I thought that part was a little bit boring.
Yeah.
People are making the joke that if you need to go to the bathroom during the movie,
That's the time to go.
That's the time to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Jonathan Bailey plays Fiyero.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he was good.
He was
I
good.
don't know the name of the guy who plays Bach.
Ethan Slater.
Ethan Slater. And I've heard that his role in the second half is bigger than in the first.
Okay.
How about that?
That's interesting. I'm very interested because I was a very surface level Wicked person. Like I didn't know much about it. I knew it had something to do with the Wizard of Oz and there was a green witch in it. That's literally all I knew going into the movie. I did a little bit of research before I watched it, but I know nothing about it. So I'm interested to see what the second half is going to consist of. I have no idea what the storyline is beyond what I've already seen. Not a clue.
In the play, and it's been 13 years since I saw the play, and at first the story, Ethel's mother has an affair with someone who has a green elixir that she drinks, and Elphaba becomes pregnant, and then Elphaba is green. But in the play, in my mind, and I may be terribly confusing, you've done some research on this, the person that Elphaba's mother had an affair with was the wizard.
I've seen talk about that online.
I thought for sure in the Broadway play it was the wizard.
But I think that comes out
in the second
half. If that's still the storyline they're going with. Because they didn't show who it was in the movie. They did not give us a good, view of his face. So,
but while you were doing Wicked, I was doing Glicked.
Glicked. You did. He saw Gladiator 2, which I did not see.
Gladiator 2.
And I haven't seen the first one either.
And it is a movie that is made for spectacle.
Which means
you start the movie, and the first big thing that in the movie is the gladiators fight wild baboons.
Okay.
They have huge mouths, and yes, moo.
Oh.
And so that's the first spectacle. And then the second spectacle is this man comes out and he's riding this huge rhinoceros.
So it's supposed to be like wow factor.
Yes. And you got wow. And then the third, Amber.
Oh gosh.
The third spectacle is they fill the Colosseum with water, and the soldiers come out on one ship and the gladiators come out on another ship, and they fight, and if you fall into the water, it's full of sharks.
This might be a dumb question. I know a lot of stuff happened in the Colosseum that was barbaric.
Yeah.
That didn't happen, right? Or is it based loosely on true stories?
It's based loosely on some facts, like there were brothers who ruled Rome. In the movie, it's twin brothers, I think. There was something that they did where they put water in the Colosseum. I don't think they had boats in there. They may have, but there was something that they based that on. But Ridley Scott says, I'm making a movie, don't bother me with history.
Right.
But that's the third spectacle. And then the fourth spectacle is the gladiators fight the soldiers.
To the death?
Hand-to-hand combat to death.
Have you been to the Colosseum before?
No.
I've been
I've been to the Parthenon.
In Greece? Okay. So I've been to the Colosseum. What's it called?
Parthenon.
It's not the Pantheon? No, that's in Italy.
I think it's the Parthenon.
Okay. You're probably right.
I may be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, tell us if we're wrong. I went to the Colosseum.
Listen, if we worried about what we said it's going to be wrong, we would not open our mouths.
That's true. We've misspoke many times.
And mispronounced and whatever.
Yes, this is true.
But what did you think of the Colosseum?
Oh, it was amazing. Incredible.
That is one thing in this movie. And Gladiator,
Maybe we should go see it. Do I need to see the first one to see Gladiator 2?
It refers back to it, but it's not. It's like a standalone. But if you've seen the first one, then you catch some things.
Right. Okay.
Russell Crowe was in the first one, and I went back and watched it. I saw scenes from it the other day. It was a star-making role for him. I mean, he was just perfect for that role, and he stood out. It's not going to do that for Paul Mescal, I don't think. The screenplay is not that strong. I talked to Walker Durham, our intern.
Yeah.
And he was saying the screenplay was weak, he thought.
Yeah.
And I thought so too. It's just a movie that you go and you're overwhelmed by the spectacle.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to see it though, because I want to see the Coliseum on the big screen because I've been there for one, and I want to see all the big spectacles that you're talking about. Did Lauren and Andrew and Walker have an opinion on Wicked?
Walker seen it. Walker liked it.
Okay. He didn't love it, he just liked it?
He was like me. I think he thought it was really good, but...
He's probably seen the show.
I don't know.
Stage.
Okay. I don't know. But I didn't think the choreography was that good. Walker's a dancer. He's good with choreography. And I didn't think the choreography in Wicked was that great.
I need to watch it again. I've been contemplating seeing it again.
Because there's a scene where Bach goes over and asks
Nessa
Rose to dance, and
right.
she's in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember in the play he twirls her around.
They didn't do that.
They didn't do that in this movie.
Yeah.
No, it was very subtle,
Mm-hmm.
But I thought this was good. The actress who plays Nessa Rose is actually wheelchair bound.
Right.
And
yes.
it's the first time that the actress playing Nessa Rose has been actually paralyzed.
Yeah.
Yes. But I think it's great that they found an actress.
Yeah. That represents,
Yeah. But the music from Wicked is just amazing. I'm back on Wicked again.
Yeah.
Leaving Gladiator behind. But,
Wicked was the standout.
Yes. And it is making money.
It is making money. That's true. I wonder if it would make the same amount of money if the leading roles were different. I'm just curious. Like, would it be as big and as like, oh my gosh, I have to see this movie if the leading roles were different?
Well, I'll tell you this. Gladiator, I think, would have really been better if they'd had somebody who had star quality.
Mm-hmm.
And a name.
Right, a big name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington plays, a supporting player. He's an evil person.
Mm-hmm. But he's not like a
not the
main
star.
character, yeah.
But, there were, I've read different cast for Wicked. One time, Leah Michele, is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
From Glee.
Yeah.
She was going to play Elphaba.
Mm-hmm.
And then that didn't happen. And, but I don't know who they could have cast star-wise.
I thought Ariana and Cynthia was perfect.
Let me tell you. Ariana Grande and Cynthia, I'd heard her sing Arriva, and she has a tremendous voice, but I hadn't heard Ariana sing. She has got a voice.
Jackie, you have to listen to some Ariana songs. Ariana is...
I did not know that.
I would even say she's one of the best vocalists of this
She has a range.
Mm-hmm. You have to listen to some of her pop music.
Okay, folks. Let us know what you thought of Wicked.
Yes, let us know.
Because,
give your rating below.
I'm going to be interested to see, because everything's been just, Wicked,
right.
Blah, 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 but I want to hear the details now.
Yeah. What did you think? Give us your ratings.
So
I gave it a 10 out of 10.
Really? Okay.
9 out of 10.
I gave it 8.
9.
I gave it 8.
9.
8.
We'll disagree we'll agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. All right, what's your movies this weekend? You gonna go see Moana?
I'm going to a football game.
Oh well. Go ahead.
I want to
have fun.
Okay, I'll let you know how it goes.
I don't care.
Fair.
I'll let you know how Moana is.
You'll let me know how Moana is. Yeah. Well, we hope everybody has a good... Has had at this
Hope you
point.
had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving when we're filming. So
yes.
We haven't had Thanksgiving yet.
But here we're looking back on our Thanksgivings
right.
and looking forward toward Christmas.
That's right. Right around the corner.
No, now, when did you say you're going to start decorating?
Cody's already put up the tree.
Way to go, Cody.
No ornaments, though. Because the cats...
That's depressing.
The cats knock them off and
that
break
is
everywhere.
depressing just to have them.
Well, we have lights on it.
Okay.
That makes it better.
That helps.
So, when are you going to put up your tree?
Terry says she's going to start right around now.
Okay. Maybe next week we'll have a tree.
You never know.
Yeah.
Because the tree goes right over there.
Right over there, yeah. Okay.
All right. This has been Jackie K. Cooper here with
Amber Howell.
And this has been Tell All Tuesday.